You've just marked the material regarding its relevance. So the content of the teaching material is directly relevant to its learning outcomes, which are present explicitly or implicitly. And here is the difference. So a top mark would be if the material had the learning outcomes at the beginning of the material, usually, the beginning of it. It doesn't have that. It has a table of contents, it has some instructions, but it doesn't have really learning outcomes. It doesn't say, by the end of this material or by the end of all these activities, the students are going to be able to write sentences in the present simple to talk about their daily routines, write a text using the daily routines vocabulary in the third person about their partner, write some questions using the present simple to ask to each other about the daily routines, etc. So outcomes are specific things that students are going to be able to achieve by the end of the material. And we don't find that anywhere here in the material. So it's not a top mark. Then it is a pass because the learning outcomes are implicit in the material. When a teacher looks at the material, the teacher will be like, okay, I'm teaching present simple for daily routines because we usually teach them together. And I know that my students are going to be able to learn these verbs and then they're going to be able to practice them. We're going to be playing with some flashcards. So the learning objectives are implicit in the material. It is clear enough that they are implicit. So we don't have like 5 topics all over the place and the teacher's like, what am I teaching with this material? It's not the case. It's not a fail because the material is not all over the place. It doesn't have different topics all mixed together without a clear idea of what wants to be achieved. So we are going to give this material a pass. And of course, we've got our rubrics related to outcomes and assessment here. But same as the other ones, we have 4 different bands: fail, pass, and then merit. And distinction will be top marks. But we're going to work with these actually in this case.